We're back. Back. Second go on this one. Doesn't mean that I'm going to turn it into anything hangable, but it does mean that I like it. I like it enough. I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to just do what I do. What do I do? What does anyone do? We do what we do. We do what we have to do. If we know what's good for us. Right. I like this area in here, and I might just switch it up and go for the fine ink, the fine nib, I should say. This is a Bic pen that I'm using, the fine nib, to get to a little bit more control. It just might be the superior of the two, the medium or the fine. I'm thinking I like it more, just because it gives me a smoother look. The ink covers the area more evenly, I think. Might be a psychological thing, but it just seems like it does. Will you tell me? What do you think? Right. All right, I'll just hit this area here because I am with the pen. I'm not going to switch it up. Keep the fine nibbed pen in hand. We'll try and use this more today on this one. Yeah. Okay. Go back into where I was earlier, and don't be afraid to hit the spot again where you were. No fear with your drawing. Don't let your drawing intimidate you. You're the boss. You tell the drawing what's up, not the other way around. That's what bosses do. But good bosses listen. So maybe you should listen to your drawing a bit. Okay. Yeah, I see a little bit of a thing I gotta fix there, and then I'll move on. I don't like that little lineage here, so blend it in. The lineage has been blended. All right. So I'm not sure if I want this to be the charcoal, what I'm calling dead black. I don't know. Once you do it, it's done. Yeah, I'll probably do it because it will give it weight. Balance, I should say. It'll provide balance. And I'm not going to quote a movie here because I'm not too happy with that movie. So it doesn't get my attention. That's my protest. All right. I was here before, and again I am here. I am not afraid to return to the spot where it all began. All right. Well, I'm going to quickly put in the charcoal black here because I'm here. So I'm going to do it before I chicken out. Should never chicken out in a drawing, especially one that's just meant for demonstration purposes. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, okay. That's all right. That's all right. So this area right here, I will leave white. And it looks like I can... let me turn it around because I have better control if I turn it around here. Even greatest control like this. Okay, so I'm going to stroke downward like so. Starting from here. The plan is not to go all the way to the end, but to go about right there. So let's see if I can do it. It's hard with this this thick, very thick. Yeah, did I do it? See, it's not so easy. Damn it. Dagnern it. But there is a trick you can do. I'll show you right now that trick. So you take this and you close it up. That's one trick. The other trick is to take your pen and go over that area that you were just at. Just at. Grammar, son, grammar. See how I'm smoothing it out? That works. Yeah. Then you can taper it down into the thin line that it craves to be. Right like so. Like that. Like that. And I'm going to just feed it right into that one. Oops. That last stroke was no good. It was not a stroke of genius. No. It was a stroke of haste. Hastily laid lines. Haste makes waste, as my mother would say. Haste. What is haste making? Haste is making waste. You know, we all make waste. If you're human, then you're pooping. Turns out this was the best angle. Turns out, yeah, that's all right. Not great, but not bad. And what I want to do is return to the medium nib and hit this area right here, like so. And hit it again, like so. That's even better. And I'm going to quickly pull this. Oh, I just messed up that beautiful curve I had. Now it's back. Oof, that was a quick. I returned to where the glory days very quickly. Surprisingly so. I was out, but they pulled me back in. Another movie reference. By another director that's part of that whole clique. So far I've referenced Spielberg, Scorsese, Lucas, and finally Coppola. And George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola were part of Zoetrope, which was a movie collective back in the 70s. Was Scorsese part of that? I don't think so. Good question. I can find that out. They knew each other. They hung out a little bit. Or so I'm told. I was there. My name is Brian Williams, and I was there. All right. Making this part a little more interesting. Or attempting to. If I succeed, that's another question altogether. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to mess with this area right here. See, there's a little curve. And I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wonderful with that. I did no good. That's what I did. Trying to make it better by making it worse. You make things better by making them worse. There you go. There you go. There you go. I think I saved the day. So I'm not going to use the charcoal ink here. I'm going to use the ballpoint pen ink right here. Charcoal ink up there to match this area here. How beautiful or illustrious the charcoal ink is also depends, I've noticed, on the paper that I am applying it to. This is just your standard typewriter paper, nothing special. It has a little bit of a nice surface to it. It's fairly smooth. Not great, but not the worst typewriter paper that I've drawn on. Not newsprint or anything like that. Which, oddly enough, newsprint really is beautiful to draw on. Not newsprint itself, but the type of paper. It has an absorption that it does something to the ink. It spreads it out a bit, or just gives it a really nice look and feel. But that paper itself will not be here in 200 years. So it's something worth considering when you draw on it. Will it still be around? Moisture will get it. Just general decay will get it sooner than later. But what I was saying about the ink in this pen right here is that it goes on better or worse depending on the paper that you're using to draw on. So there's this really slick paper that I was using to sketch on, and I used the ink in that pen there, and it was nice. It was really interesting, very nice. A little too glossy though for my taste, but it was interesting. Also, it took a long time to dry, and I still wouldn't want to run my finger across it because it will fudge. It will fudge, and it'll also smudge. It'll fudge and smudge. Yeah, all right. I don't want to run my finger across any of the drawings. Don't touch. as I touch. Don't touch it. Why are you touching it? Can't be helped. All right. Not too bad, not too bad, not too great. I need to do some very light work up in here. This would be ideal for the finer nib, but I'm just too lazy to switch pins out. That's how lazy I am. I can't even reach over here to get the pin. It's just right here. That is some super lazy behavior. Right there. You notice. Okay. Now I want to bring this part down into here. A little better than it was. And yeah, now I'm going to use the fine tipped pen because I need to get some orders of magnitude control in here. Anytime you get a chance to use that term, even if it's not correct, use it. This is just a beautiful term. Yes, I'm back here because I wasn't finished. Still not great, but it's going to have to do because I'm bored with it. And I'm going to move on to here. If you get bored with an area, move on. It'll be there when you get back. If you're bored of a piece, move on. Or not. This is what I do. I had a whole lot of pieces whole lot of starts. More starts than finishes. That's what all these are. These are all starts. Now this is a real fresh start. This one here, I have a stack. Actually, yeah, see? It's this thick. Well, let me see. I'll show you how thick it is. Got it right here. Oh, sorry about that. Well, goodness. It's not, oh my goodness. I'm just messing up all kinds of things. I'm just out of control. All because I wanted to show you my stack. There. Was I right? Okay, I exaggerated a bit. It looks better like that, right? But I mean, you know. A lot of starts. A lot of starts. And this right here is another start. Do I ever finish my drawings? Yes, I do. I do finish them. Mostly start them. As I said. And I'll say it again, because I mean it. Why is that? Because I get bored. Maybe I got that kind of brain that just can't sit still. I do. Actually, there's no maybe about it. I got one of them brains that does that thing. And I'm drug-free. Don't take any drugs for it. Not for lack of trying. I would. If it was available here. I'm curious. Because, man, I have a hard time concentrating. Drawing gives me some solace. But, yeah. Oh gosh, isn't that beautiful? I really do like the line that I get from this this fine nib. I'm not telling you how beautiful my drawing is. I like it enough, but what I was saying is the action of this nib is nice. The drawing is a bit on the sloppy side. I like the energy of it more than I do the quality of the line, but still I want to have a quality line. I don't want to slack off in that department just because I'm demonstrating. All right, that's good enough for now. This is where I am right here, and I will be somewhere else next time. Let me zoom out a little bit just to show you how it's going. Here, there it is. I'll get up in there and yeah, maybe I'll fill that in. But then what do I do here, you see? That's the thing. Fill in that, then I don't fill in that, or yeah, it's the weight. How this balances. It needs something over here as well. It's a little bit too light in there, so maybe I'll darken that around the border there. Yeah, some of this other stuff is needing some more, but yeah, it's come along. Maybe when it's done, I'll just cut it out like that. Yeah. Sometimes it being a little bit sloppy and undone has its own beautifulness about it. Its own